This is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it in my soul. Good vibes only, I'm in control. Turn the music up, let the rhythm roll. I move my body, I'm alive, I glow. Unstoppable, dancing through the fire. Every step higher, taking me higher. Smile so big, can't hold it in. Good vibes, good life, let's begin. Every scar made me wiser. Every tear lit the fire. I don't fear what's ahead.
And we are live right here. Yeah. So hello everybody. This is Arnett and Oshin. So good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. My name is Arnett. I am the face behind this business page, personal page, and my YouTube page, business page on Facebook, and personal page on Facebook. Hello, 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 everybody coming live from San Francisco, California. My goodness, so amazing to be here, guys. And tonight's topic, this is my day 30. What's my day? Let me see. It is day 32, and my topic for today is offer tips for working parents. Right? So, yeah, so this is a part of my 90 Days Go on Success Challenge that I have been doing with my business partners from all over the world. And it's so amazing to be here and really talk to you guys this topic tonight because I trust and I truly believe that you get something from this and implement that in your life. So again, I really want to take a moment of acknowledging you, your patience, and also acknowledging something that often goes unseen, like the strength, the resilience, and love that working parents carry every single day. Because again, guys, if you are a working parent like me, um, you know, being a parent alone is already a full-time job. It's already a full-time responsibility. And then adding work, responsibilities, expectations, deadlines, and everything in between, that requires different level of capacity, guys, right? So if you are here today juggling work, family, dreams, business, and responsibilities, I want you to know this. You are not alone, okay? You are not behind. As I always see this word, you are not failing. You are building something powerful. Because tonight, I want to talk about real, practical, and empowering tips for working parents like me, not from a place of pressure, but from a place of my favorite word, alignment, right? Ease, right? And another favorite word of mine is intention, right? So, yeah, so let's start with something really, really important, the idea of balance, right? The idea of balance, because many people think balance means doing everything perfectly or giving equal time and energy to every area of your life. But the truth is, balance is not about being perfect, you know. Balance is about having the level of awareness and adjustment. Some days your work will need more of you, and some days your family will need more of you, right? And that does not mean you are failing in one area. It means you are responding to life, what's happening in your life at the moment, right? So instead of asking, am I doing everything equally? You know, well, as long as you are present, start asking this question. Am I present with what matters most right now? right? Because again, presence creates connection, and that connection creates fulfillment, right? So don't always compare like, why did I do more on this side, and then later on you do more on this side. Again, you are okay. Don't question yourself why you did more on this and you did more on this, because this one needs priority on this day and this one needs priority on this day. You cannot do it at the same time. So sometimes you have to give up something that is way that less important, right? You have to finish the more important one first, and then later on you will do the other one. So that's what they call the balancing. You cannot do it together. Okay, so another one thing that I really want to share with you guys is letting go of guilt. We always always feel that way. That is one of the biggest challenges for working parents is guilt. Guilt of just like me, right? Guilt of working too much. That really resonates to my story. Guilt of not working enough also, and guilt of missing moments, and guilt of feeling tired, right? But here's the truth that changed everything for me. uh, Guilt does not make you a better parent. It only, actually, it only drains your energy. you know your children don't need a perfect parent. They need a present, emotionally available for them, and being there for them, or fulfilled parent. And when you are building something, a career, a business, a vision, you are not taking away from your family. You are actually expanding what is possible for them, right? So you can retire early, so you can spend more time with your family. You are showing them strength, right? You're showing them the courage, and you're showing them what it means to create uh, a life with intention, right? So yeah, so that's something that I really want to share. One thing that I really want to share it with you guys. So don't feel guilty all the time. Sometimes you must be willing to pay the price, because you are doing this for them anyway, right? You're building a legacy for them. And yes, there's a moment that you feel guilty, but just really think about it with the intention of doing this, right? You are not purposefully doing this to just miss the milestone, right? You are sacrificing this, paying the price, because you see the bigger picture, that like, if I'm gonna do this now, this is just temporary, right? Like I always tell myself every time I go to work, this is temporary. This is not gonna be forever thing. Yeah, and while I'm also building the business on the side, right? Another one tip for working parents is time management, right? Oh, I'm so disciplined in this, guys. And then this is something that I've been working on for years. And this is something I've learned from my mentor, Bob Proctor. You have to manage your activities, because sometimes, oh, I don't have time to do this, I don't have time to do that. No, you always find time. You just need to manage your daily activities. Is this activities really serving me or not? That's why I give up spending more time with my friends and just talk, or that is not really productive for me. I cut back on that. And also, I don't, huh? Is bleeding? Let me see. I don't see it. Well, you stop picking it. Stop picking it. Okay. Yeah. And then also you gotta, oh, yeah, I cut back on watching TV. I don't watch TV anymore. My husband does. Right? Yeah, I don't watch this because I'd rather prioritize, doing productive things than wasting my time watching TV and not doing anything, right? So yeah, so time management is something that is I think that I would say that is my strength, right? Time, because as a working parents, guys, time can feel like there is never enough on everything, right? But here's a shift that changed everything. It's not about more time. Again, it's about being intentional with the time you already have, right? Instead of you trying to do everything all at once, focus on doing what matters most. Like again, not watching TV. I do time blocking. I do this Pomodoro. I do the 50 uh 30, 60, 90. So I will do 30 minutes first, then take a break, go for a walk probably, and then I will do an hour of work. And then after that, take a break, and I will do 90 minutes, So I do that. As I assign myself to do this, you know what? This just like at work, right? It's break time. This is the time for me to respond messages. Lunchtime. This is the time for me to create videos or follow up with my leads, or maybe I use that to do my go live, or maybe schedule my posting. Right? So it's all about using my time wisely. Non-negotiable. I always identify 2 to 3 things daily that must get done. Just like I do these 6 inspired actions every single day, but I will finish the most top three, the hardest one, right? And then if I have more time, then I can knock out the rest. Protective time. When you're with your kids, be fully. Oh, this is something that I feel guilty for, because that's the reason why I this is my office at home. I open the door so at least I can let my kids in and out. You know what I mean? Because I feel guilty sometimes when I close the door and they cannot get in. And my husband always give me a hard time for that too, which I know that's something that I always work on it. And simplify routines, reduce unnecessary like decisions to save mental energy. I would say that this is my strength too, because I really don't focus on something that really drains my energy. I'm pretty good on how my mind goes, right? I have that reasoning power. If this is something that is not serving me, I don't want to focus into that. I protect my energy, right? So that is being intentional too. Like I never let someone in control of my thoughts. And I don't get pissed off right away, because like, okay, controlling my mind as well, right? So again, those are the things that I share with you guys. Another one is building a support system. This is so important. You were never meant to do this by yourself. And one of the strongest things you can do is ask for support. And here's the conversation with one of the manager that I had this today at work, right? We are actually reviewing their own dashboard, right? And he's having a one-on-one conversation with one of the workers there, right? Comparing her dashboard to, and what are things that she needs to improve to. She's already a top performer, but again, the entire company is not basing that on the effort that you're putting. They're basing that on the scorecard. So if you are really, oh, if this is your strength, and then it's not really consistent, then they always find something, the one that you are not good at, something that you need to improve on, right? Yeah. And then I told my advice to that manager, like the same manager like me, like, why don't you ask help? That this is a part of your scorecard as a manager. Because if you don't really explain it to them that, okay, they base everything what you're doing, what we are doing, it's all about the numbers game. So if you don't ask help or really explain that with your team, right, and then it's not gonna work. Because sometimes if you're a manager, it's kind of weird to ask help, right? If you're, especially you're a guy, right? You barely ask help from other people. And for me, on a feminine side, like, I think you need to use the feminine part of you know to ask help, that this is a part of your scorecard as a manager. you know and then that can probably Oh, because they really like you as a manager. That's what I told him. They really like you as a manager, and they really support you. And if they are basing that on the effort, even though it shows on the other side, but the other side is very, very weak, I think this is the time for you to really talk to them that I need your help, guys, so we can bump up this scorecard of the branch, because this is also where I get paid as your manager. Like asking help, like, oh, I always do that. Yeah, so whether it's and also here in the house, right? Support. I always tell my husband, like, babe, I'm gonna go to the office and do my meditation. Can you take good care and watch the kids? Right? So it's all about the having that conversation. So at least the kids will not come and knock at the door and I am in the middle of meditation. Right? And then, yeah, and or even a community, your accountability partners. Oh, this is something that I love, because I've been doing having an accountability partners for, oh my gosh, for almost 5 years now, right? Since I started learning the teachings of Babs. And it's been really, really helpful for me, because they're the ones pushing me. Aranette, did you do the things that you're supposed to be doing? Right? So they always check on me. Support is not a weakness, it's actually a strategy. Because when you allow others to help you, you create also a space to breathe in, to think and grow rich, right? And for me personally, aligning, again, I say this word, aligning with a system, with a community, with your own standard, with a structure that really supports your vision, that has made so much difference in my life. Because again, I realize I don't have to carry everything by myself. I need someone to help me get finish this, right? Especially if kids are around and they're all over you, you really need to have that support system that can help you focus more on doing the business, right? So undivided attention. Yeah, so also, one thing, last but not the least, right? Taking care of yourself. Now let's talk about you, because this is the part most working parents neglect. And here's the thing and something that I really admire for my mom, because she allows, while she's watching the kids, she's allowing us, that my husband and I have every other every other week dates, only me and him without the kids, right? So super, super grateful for that, because this is the only opportunity for you to do bonding moment. And also I have that me time opportunity too, like at least 1 or 2 hours every single day. So if they go to bed, I'm the last person that goes to bed, because I want to really finish what I am doing before I go to bed. So you and yeah, because again, this is the most uh, working parents neglect. You give to your work, you give to your family, but when you give to yourself, here's the truth: you cannot pour from one empty cup, right? Taking care of yourself is not selfish, it is necessary. Whether it's just like what I'm doing, whether waking up early in the morning, quiet time for me, right? Meditation or prayer, your exercise, even just 10 minutes of stillness. These moments really refill your energy too. And when you are full, you show up better for everyone else, right? Yeah, so that is how you communicate also with your spouses, with someone that, with probably a manager, like today, like I need to take a break. I need my time out. You know what I mean? So they understand that. They don't even bother me as also. Then another one is what's the word? Quality over quantity. Many parents worry about not spending enough time with their kids, but there's something, and here's something that's really powerful. It's not really about how much time you spend, it's about how you spend that time. You know, 10 minutes of full presence, probably no phone. Guilty about this too. I'm working on it. No phone, no distractions, just connection, you know? And even though just 30 minutes, 1 hour, stuff like that, this means can mean more than hours of divided attention, right? Your children remember how you made them feel too, right? Now, how long you were physically there. So when you are with them, be with them fully. All right. So yes. So oh, that's in working progress because sometimes it's just like phone. You have to like really finish everything what's happening in there. But of course, if I am in bed, and of course, we'll be there all the time, right? Oh, I always find time to spend quality time with them anyway. Yeah, so always create a vision for your family too. Everything you're doing right now, your work, sacrifices, your effort, it's all connected to something bigger, the bigger picture, which is your vision, right? You're not doing this for yourself, you're doing this for your family, right? That's why it's always nice to ask great questions for yourself. Like, especially early in the morning when I was about to wake up and I close my eyes and I hold my heart right while I'm breathing. I always ask question, what kind of life I want to create? And then like there's so many things that comes in mind, right? What kind of life do I want to create? What kind of example do I want to set, right? What kind of freedom, what kind of freedom I building towards? Because when your actions are aligned with the vision that you're creating, everything feels more meaningful. And that's where your feeling is the secret, right? Especially if you're on the process of manifesting your dream life through visualization, through asking great questions, then boom, boom, that sharp mind you have, you can see you're building those pictures in your mind by answering those questions that coming out all of a sudden, right? Yeah, so I think that's it. And so that's the reason why I wanted to share this from my heart, because as a working mom, a working parent, there were really moments when I felt stretched, moments when I also questioned if I was doing enough, if I was being enough. But what I realized is this, guys, I wasn't, I wasn't meant to stay in a survival mode. I want to expand, just like you too. I know that you want to expand. That's why I started this business, because of the flexibility, because of the system, the community itself. It's not something that replaced my responsibilities as a parent, right? I did this because I want to support my life, their life, building a legacy for them. And that really shifts everything for me, and everything changed, right? That's why when I started this business, it's one of the blessings that I've gotten so far. I did business in the past, but this one is more structured, you know. And I know I'm being guided in here too, to change and impact someone else's lives through this business as well. So that's why, if this message resonates with you, if you see yourself in this journey, right? If you see yourself to take the next step, then you are welcome to do so. That's why, to every working parent here watching, you are doing better than you think. You are building more than you see, because I know one day everything you're doing right now will all make sense. That's why, keep going, keep doing what you're doing. Do only the one that you can control, right? You do something that you can control, because anything that you cannot control, the economy that is what's happening around the world right now, the gas that is rising, you cannot control that. Even though you are so pissed off, you just wasted your energy thinking about that. Why don't you just focus on something that you can control, to create, to build the life that you want moving forward, right? So, because there's so many things, like Even though I don't read news, I see. I sometimes I will scroll in my news feed on social media, gas pricing, you know, and what else? The war that's happening, the economy, right? The interest rate is rising too. Like why should I focus on this? I cannot do anything, right? That's the government's job, right? For me, I can only focus on what's important to me because again, uh, what is happening around the world, I just send love and light, right? But for me, I'm protecting my energy and not really focus on something that is negative that drain me, right? I'd rather focus my energy of praying someone, helping someone build a successful business, or focus on anything that I can manage or I can control in front of me. So again, that's it for me, guys. So I hope you learned something from my day 32 of this 90 days core and success challenge. So I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you so much and have a great day. Wow, it's almost 30 minutes. Great job, Arnett, right? Now I have to do my other inspired actions. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.
This is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it in my soul.